EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Halloween matchup. It's the Steelers and the Browns, and it's coming up next.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April, the rookie from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. First carry for Najee Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Came out in a power set. That only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Lawrence. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback. 3rd season now out of Oklahoma, the former #1 overall pick, of course, Kyler Murray.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Play fake. Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start the drive with Harris. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. They run with Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Harris. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Third and 2. Now Lawrence. That's swung out wide to Harris. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Lawrence will throw. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And got his man complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Now Lawrence. eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down and 6. Murray going to throw. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and that'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complementary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They go play action now. Lawrence. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They hand this off to Harris. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Here's Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll find Najee Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lambo is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3. They're going to file it away for the future.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but For the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
First down, Steelers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Dillon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his pass incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A gain of 15. And the Steelers 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Murray now to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Dancing to his left, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield.
Lawrence. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for this with Mack. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Murray. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, Murray. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. Now Murray again. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Let's go. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Steelers first down.
Murray now on first down. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. There goes screen with Dillon. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again, Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now it's Crowder. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now Lawrence on first down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a big 6. Brings up second and 4.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. That's Gallup on the slant. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. We begin our journey up at MetLife Stadium, Cincinnati in town, to take on New York. And it's the Jets who are out in front in that one. Christian Kirk, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile, for the Browns, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half. as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. On second down, Dillon shreds him with a stiff arm. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. At CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Murray. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. Brown with his stick skills. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. On second down now, Dillon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. From the gun, Murray. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on third down to keep this drive alive.
Murray now on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they dropped it. What a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Murray going to throw. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and down he'll go at the 25. Now Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Steelers.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Try to lay one up deep. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Now Lawrence. This goes out right to Doyle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See who can drive the bus here again on this drive. To throw is Murray. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he's got this down to the 35.
Keep playing. First down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st down, Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They'll run on 1st down. Dillon, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 2nd and 11. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. First down, Murray. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Remember, they had the nice gain in the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Murray.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
Touchdown! A.J. Dillon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. And they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game. So defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Jalen Phillips
able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
64 yards on the ground for him so far. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow.
They run again with Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the handoff, Dillon. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Steelers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On first down, Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Dillon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Murray. They shakes him up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Cleveland offense making their way out. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On the handoff, this is Dillon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run once more with Dillon. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now it's Crowder.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
Big hold of the 30. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
James has got it. Complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's the big man Dillon with it.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Yeah, baby.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Pittsburgh, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.